Hi, Michael Glennon from Glennon Capital. Today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of management in small company investing. So for us, management is one of the key things that we look for when we're making an investment decision. If we don't like the management, regardless of how cheap the business is or how much we think the business is going to go up, we can't invest. We really have to be comfortable that we like the management of a business. And the reason for that is we're buying part of a business. So we're a part owner of the business. It doesn't matter whether we own 1% of the business or 99% of the business. That's the person that we've got there running the business for us every day of the week. And that's the way that we view it. We're an owner of a business, and the CEO is the person we've chosen to have running the business for us. So what we like to see is a CEO that's very aligned with shareholders, which means generally they've got a large shareholding in the business, that they're not taking excessive salary out of the business relative to the profits of the business and the size of the business, that part of their remuneration comes through appreciation in the share price. So either they have shares that they own and they're looking to generate wealth through the share price appreciating the same way that we as shareholders would, or that part of their remuneration comes in not cash salary, but in terms of shares or options that they might be granted as part of an executive share scheme. So that's been something that we've seen time and time again has worked well for us, is having management that have a large shareholding in a business. But the other thing that we look for is to have management that's passionate about their business. I mean, I remember going and seeing Domino's Pizzas in the early days, and the CEO there is a guy that can talk to you for the entire day about their pizza base. And for me, it's great to see a person that's so passionate about their business. They want to talk to you about it all day. They love the business. They want to be there, and they like turning up to work every day. The other thing that management does is they drive the culture within the business. So you need to have a CEO that's an effective leader and can get the most out of the resources that they've got in the business. We don't want to be investing in a business where there's high turnover, where there's a bad culture, where the management can't grow the business because they're not effective at managing people within the business. The other thing that management do in small companies is they guide the corporate governance of the business, and that's very, very important. We don't like to see related party transactions going on. We'd like to make sure that things like remuneration for key executives are aligned with shareholders, and that wealth's not being transferred from shareholders out to management of the business or associated parties. And finally, overall, we like to see that the company's got an overall leadership in terms of projecting, all of the stakeholders that are in the business, making sure that they're all happy. So that's suppliers, customers, shareholders, and employees. So management, one of the key things to look for, making sure that they're going to drive the strategy long-term to deliver value for shareholders. So management, I can't emphasize enough how important they are. They're some of the key things that we look for when we're assessing it. And the only way you can do that is to really get out there on the road and meet management, read what they have to say, listen to any announcements or webcasts that they put out. Thanks for watching, and we'll keep you updated with some other things that we look for when we're investing. Thank you.